Hey, what's up, everybody? How have we been? Sorry, I haven't been really too consistent this last month and a half, but you know, I'm back. I just kind of wanted to film a little catch up video, talk about life and how everything's going. First, I'm gonna hit my Lobotic little pin. This one's gonna be Tropicana Cookies and Blue Raz. You can pick it up at Caddo Cove. Okay, so I guess the last time that I really made a video was, I don't know, 2 months ago. Actually sat down and made one. But life is good. Life is always good. But after I had a friend pass away a few months ago, and I don't know, it affected me more. Kitty, no. It affected me more than I thought. And looking back, I guess after that point I kind of went into almost a denial spiral. It kind of made me question my life purpose, and it really made me think about death and this perspective that everything could change in a day. Everything could shift. Kitty, stop playing the chord, please. I don't know, it kind of made me go crazy because I was thinking a lot about alright, what's the point of all this? If we're just gonna die, what's my purpose in life? What is the reason? It was honestly very overwhelming, and it still kind of is. 1 second she's there, or and the next second she's gone. It really made me question everything, but it wasn't fair. But she did it, and that's that. And we're gonna keep going. So after that happened, there's, whoa, what weekend was that? I don't know, but I had a lot of stuff going on. So shortly after, we'll get the timeline better. Shortly after she passed away, that's when I ended up going on my little road trip to Idaho. And I used that trip to kind of I was trying to find a purpose, a meaning in life. And I had so many different signs and thoughts that I was going to find something in Utah. I don't know why, but I was there's something in Utah that is calling my name. To Texas one night and get to New Mexico. I fall asleep in a Walmart parking lot, and then next day I wake up because I was gonna go through Salt Lake to go into whatever that is up there. There's another state than Wyoming, then Idaho. Yeah. I was gonna cut up there, but I woke up and there was a huge snowstorm. So I had to change my whole plans. I had to change everything. So I'm sitting in New Mexico. I can't drive through Salt Lake because there's a snowstorm, and I have a front wheel drive car, people. I guess I could have, but what's the point? Why risk it? Why get stuck if I don't have to? So I'm Googling other ways to get to Idaho. And I ended up going to Vegas. Totally unplanned, but me and Mr. Compass took on Vegas. And being back on that side of the country was weird for me because it's been 4 years since I've been in Nevada. And it was bringing up old memories. It was making me kind of miss home, you know what I mean? And it made me think about the other memories I've had in Vegas, and for oddly it made me really reflect on my childhood. I was I don't know, it was just weird. Then after, so we had to drive all the way, like, pretty much through Nevada. So it was like, yeah. So like I went to Vegas, then Idaho on one day. I just like deadheaded it. Then I get to my grandma's house, and there's like pictures of little Josh, and like the childhood memories are like, whoa. And it's weird to think, like, because that was my first time, like, seeing her in, like, 8 years. And I didn't know it was that long. Like, time really does fly by, people. Like, boom, 8 years. The last time I saw her, my grandpa was alive. And she visited my, like, parents' house while I was still in high school. Like, that is, like, forever ago. So it was strange. I mean, like, she didn't really change too much in my eyes, but, like, the last time she saw me, I was, like, a baby going through puberty. So, like, it was probably pretty strange, like, seeing how much I, like, changed. Being up there, I don't know. It's weird when you have, like, a family member live somewhere that you remember so many, like, great, like, memories with, like, camping with and like hanging out and like doing the grandma thing, and then being there just makes you feel comfortable. It felt like nothing really changed, even though like it was a whole different house and it was 8 years like difference. Me and Compass like hung out up there for a few days, then decided to drive back. So, like, I was ready to go home, and I drove from, like, Idaho to Amarillo in, like, one stretch. And, like, just deadheaded it, bro. Like, I stopped in Denver. It's not, like, really the pretty part of Colorado, so, like, it's just, like, a big city. So I stopped there, got some food, ran around with Compass. I think we ran, like, 2 miles, then I threw his ball, I'm not, like, a monster. I made sure he was tired. Then drove to Amarillo, slept in that Buc-ee's parking lot. Then the next morning, woke up at like 9 a.m. I don't know. We got there at 5 a.m., passed out, woke up, then drove to Where did we go? It's in Dallas. Oh, we drove to Arlington and got a hotel, got a lot of food, took a shower, and just kind of had like a chill day. Then after that, I ended up doing some shopping for the store. Yeah, I take my dog for that, so we did that. Then headed home. But during that whole trip, you get a lot of time to like think. It was like a ridiculous amount of time to drive there, but it's like 18 hours or something. I tried my hardest to find like a meaning, a purpose on that pretty long road trip, and I don't think I did. And that's like kind of a weird thing to think about, and it's not like I'm upset about it, because I'm not, but in a way, am I living my true purpose now? Is everyone living their true purpose in this very moment at this time? You know what I mean? I went searching for something, anything. I mean, I got a great experience, awesome pictures. Maybe left some like childhood trauma in the mountains, Like, I feel like I let go of a lot in Nevada, but nothing like screamed purpose. And when I drove through Utah, I think I stopped once to let him go pee, but there was no like magic calling. I think to a certain point, I just wanted to go. I wanted to see my grandma, and I wanted to kind of be free. And in my mind, it was easier to come up with like a quest, to allow me to like perform so well with driving and like making decisions and being able to do whatever I want on my own. I met awesome people. It was so fun. And like maybe that is the lesson in itself. Maybe what I'm supposed to do is be free. You know, but that like it sounds crazy, but like there's just something so nice about freedom. The ability to do what you want. Not have anyone or anything stop you. Being on that drive alone with my dog, I felt so much in the moment that the feeling is like nothing. I felt nothing. I felt full. I felt complete. But then I think about my life here and what I do here, and I think about how fulfilled I feel from like the store, and like how relaxed my life is, and how awesome and blessed it is that I'm able to be a part of such a great community and be able to communicate with so many different people that are like traveling or like visiting. You know, it feels like fulfilling about being able to be present and here for people that like genuinely need someone to be there for them. And it's not in like a selfish way. It's in a way where I want to be able to support anyone with whatever they need in any way I can, like if I can, you know what I mean? I think it's a lot about trying to apply love and grace to life and the way we treat one another and the way we act and control our own emotions. I think it's important to give ourselves grace and realize the past is the past for a reason. The past is not present. It's not the future, so it's dead. Oh, I've been kinda dating a little bit, just a little bit. Not too much, you know, I'm not like a whore, but I do date here and there. And I realize, so I might not be like there yet to like date someone. You know? It's like responsible that I'm able to say that. Because like my head goes to so many like different places when it involves another human being. Like it's not ownership or like pettiness, but like if I feel like you don't want to be seen with me, or like you're ashamed of like, if I'm like a secret, that I'm not gonna do that, and I'll never do that. I did that for way too long in one of my like earlier relationships, and that fucked me over. So I hate feeling like I'm an item, you know? And like, there's just something so annoying about people always trying to like buy your love. I'm like, gifts, cool, cash, cool. Like, I get it. Like, that's how you show that you like someone, or that's how you're trying to. But I really just want to find someone that I can like not be nervous around, you know? But that's something I'm willing to kind of wait for. If something happens with the people that I date, that's cool. I'm all for it, but I want to feel like met. I don't want to be like a prize or a trophy. I want to find someone that like wants to grow with me and consider me an equal. I don't know. I know, so far-fetched, but am living in my trailer again. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, it's hard to, like, not have views like this, people. This is, like, my dining room table, but I turned it into, like a sunbed. This is where I, like, you know, read, write, do art, that kind of thing. Listen to music. Ooh. So, earlier today, I was reflecting on, like, Caddo State Park. Yeah, like what my store is named after. And I'm just so grateful that, like, State Park and, like, animal refugee thing is there. Because that has been, like, literally my temple. Like, probably for the past 2.5, 3 years. But this last, like, past week, I've been going every day. And, like, there's cool, like, spaces where it's, like, a mile one way, a mile another way. And you're able to kind of, like, I use Strava, but, like, you can, like, you know, it's just easier because it's cleaner, kind of. But it seems like every time I have, like, an issue or, like, I'm running to, like, solve a problem, I'm able to get so much clarity there. I take friends there, dates there, things like that to just kind of decompress and, like, view someone, like, as they are without the, like, distractions of the outside world. It's been so, like, therapeutic for me and Compass. There's just something so beautiful about it. And there's not a lot of people out there, which is, like, really surprising to me because the weather is, like, magnificent. And it's free to go there, especially on, like, the refugee side. That side's free. Then, like, the state park's $4. Just throw in a $5. Give them the extra buck. But yeah, I'm just so grateful that I have access to that. I can be out there and run and run and run, and everything just kind of vanishes. Every single stress gone. Recently been trying to have a better split between, like, Skinner's life, business life, and home life. Prior to now, I really haven't been, like, trying to separate my home life and, like, work life. You know, because I like to work. I like to get things done. But at a certain point, I feel like sometimes I use busyness for a reason to not be able to, like, do nothing and relax. And it's, like, probably some sort of, like, self-punishment, but it's hard for me to allow myself to sit here and just relax, you know, sit here and read a book or, like, always have to be doing something. Like, I found it, like, myself, like Google Sheets and, like, getting everything organized and, like, so detailed, then messing it up and fixing it and messing it up. But, like, almost like I was doing it because I was afraid to be alone with my own thoughts. It's easier to work than to, like, sit with yourself. And yeah, it's a way of coping, but if you keep coping, you need to kind of figure out what you're trying to cope over. You know what I mean? And, like, I do this trick where I, like, ask myself why. Alright, and I'll, like, do it for you guys. So, why don't I like to sit still? I don't like to sit still because there's always something to do. Alright, why is there always something to do? There's always something to do because something can always be better, and I'm able to execute it at my own time. Alright. Why does something always have to be better, and why does theirs have to be executed at a certain time? Well, if we get down to it, because Josh likes some time management skills and pulls work into home life. Reflect back to that. Why do I do that? Why don't I finish it while I'm at my store? Because I need something to do at home, to not sit and do nothing, to self-reflect. You know what I mean? It's like a rabbit hole. I stay busy so I don't have to sit here. Like, because right now I'm like, yeah, nothing's wrong with my life. Like, life is good. But it's kind of boring sometimes. You know, that's another reason why I like going places. I probably just sound and look crazy, but yeah, that's been life lately. I hope everything with you guys has been amazing, great, beautiful. Oh yeah, I love you all. That's about it. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.